Hey guys, I'm back again, day 17. I'm getting a kind of a late start tonight. It's about 5:45 p.m. Sun is already down and clouds are filling the sky. I'm out here today in the Nike Vapor Max 97s. It's like the white and varsity colorway or something like that. So with this pair of shoes, you definitely feel the bubble. It would be almost impossible for you not to. By far, it is the best feeling in terms of air cushion that you could have. Stability, of course not. You sacrifice a ton of stability. If you look back to the videos on my channel, I have tested a ton of Air Max technology shoes. The only ones that I could feel anything resembling any amount of cushion. Now granted, I am a heavier dude. I'm currently 260.4 pounds, and any of those shoes I could not feel anything, with the exception of the Air Max 90, it was either the 4s or the 7s. I'd have to go back and look. And the Air Max SCs, I could feel that air bubble quite a bit. That shoe is very lightweight, and the bubble is really big, so it does give it, I guess, the best version of all the feelings. And that was a kind of a budget version of an Air Max, and it literally felt better than the Air Max itself. Now, getting back to this shoe, the Vapor Max 97, it is of course it has those AirPods everywhere, and as soon as I stuck them on, it was almost as if, it's exactly what you think it's going to be, where you have these tiny little pods of air and you're just walking on these little bouncy balls almost. But you do lose stability. I wouldn't want to run in these things because if you have to do any side-to-side lateral movements that are sharp, I don't know how well the side of the walls of these pod units would be able to withstand that force. It's definitely a cool feeling. But I think about, in terms of practicality, how this would hold up, because for one issue that I've already mentioned, side to side stability, but then like if you're walking like this walk is centered around sidewalks, and there might be little shards of glass or just anything, a tiny piece of scrap metal or something that's just kind of somewhere and I don't notice it. And if that punctures one of these air bubbles, it's game over. And then briefly I had to jog across an intersection, and the thought came to me, I'm a big dude. How much can these pods actually handle if I was throwing some max intensity into them? And I'm not on a mission to destroy my shoes. I don't cut my shoes open, things like that. But I question the ability for these pods to actually withstand some of the force that a person could potentially throw down on them. With all of those considerations taken, I still think this is the first line of shoes with the air technology that I think legitimately at least makes a case for sticking with. In comparison to modern sneakers today, there is a similar feel, but the trade-offs are substantial. The modern foams, they feel better. They can really tune the rigidity of that foam, I think, to a higher degree than they can controlling the wall thickness and the bubble size and pressure and everything that they can in the Air Max shoes. And I think the foams deliver a greater sense of stability as well, since it is one large elongated slab rather than these separate individual air bubbles. Pretty cool. Look at those geese. They're heading north, in case you want to know. I actually hear another flock off in the distance, and I taking a brief moment to look. Oh, here they come. There they are. Yeah, that's cool. And more off in the distance there. Probably can't see them, but yeah, that's the difference. You can't see it. That's the difference between walking indoors and outdoors. You enjoy nature and have little moments of seeing glimpses of nature. I live in a suburban area of Cincinnati area, and sometimes it's just kind of intermixed, of course, between city life and rural. I grew up on a farm and lived out in the country for my whole life, until getting my first real job. And then I kind of miss some of that wildlife. Here's another crew right now. Yeah, it's awesome that they can coordinate in the way that they do and work together. And even if they get dispersed, they just know their way. That's awesome. Wouldn't it be nice if humanity had a voice like that could guide us all? And maybe we do, but we just choose not to listen. I've been out here for around 20 minutes, and I could say these shoes I'm not hating them right now, so we'll see as we get near the end of the walk. I keep things pretty transparent and in this weight loss journey that I'm on, and Friday nights are my family's pizza night, and I'm not interested in having a healthier version of pizza. I'm not doing all that. I'm going to have the pizza that I want, but just enjoy less of it. But the one thing I have to recognize is throughout the week, my hunger cravings are almost non-existent. The moment I put the pizza in my mouth, within 30 minutes to an hour, I'm wanting more. So I ate my small portion of pizza, but then later on the evening, I had pizza rolls, and it was like 18 of them, and a Starbucks Frappuccino at midnight. So these shoes have been so far pretty good at managing some of the plantar fasciitis, and all the stretching stuff that I've been doing has greatly helped that too. However, here I am in minute 26. I'm starting to feel that come back, but in kind of a different way. It's hard to explain. It's almost as if my feet are just trying to cope with the unrigid nature of the shoe. I know that various shoe companies, Nike being one of the top, if not the top, they've tried lots of different technologies in the shoe game. But wouldn't it be cool one day, sometime in the future, to have a shoe with an midsole that would kind of be adjustable if you want it firm that day, if your feet are feeling like they need some extra comfort, you could just say soft as a cloud, and then it just magically kind of turns your cushion, makes it a little softer, maybe through some sort of battery controlled electronic signal to whatever the material might be in the future. You never know, but maybe something that could increase its rigidity upon command, so to speak, and subsequently give a different ride. As I close this one out, just want to say that these shoes are the first in a line of Air Max that I've actually enjoyed. At no other time did I feel anything remotely close to this level of air cushion. I think for that experience alone, these are a pair of shoes that I will keep, with most of all of the others that I've worn so far as ones that I will get rid of. And so yeah, overall, if you can find a pair of shoes like this kind of used and good condition, I'd give it a thumbs up. All right, thanks for dropping by. Later.